Hello, Math 133 faculty. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix some of the mistakes that might be left behind by your wayward lead faculty in MyMathlab. So I accidentally left some Chebyshev theorem problems in section 3.2 for this particular video, but if I send out an email later, this same method will apply. So what happens is if you have a problem that's left in the assignment that should not be left in the assignment, you have a couple options open to you. So if I look at section 3.2, I want to edit that section. And then it tells me, oh no, somebody's done this. Well, this is where you have to make a judgment call. In this case, it's just the instructor. I'm the only one that has done something on it. So I'm totally okay with removing my results. If a student has worked on it, it basically won't let you go in and edit the assignment unless you get rid of all the student grades. Now, if only one student's done the assignment, sure, fine, get rid of that student's grades, and then you can re-put in their grades later. You can basically say de facto this person has, 100%, 80%, whatever. Or if the whole class has done it, what you can do is just let the class know, hey, don't worry about question 5, send out an email to everybody and say, don't worry about question 5, I'll give you all a point for it, or I'll throw that homework out, or I'll blah, blah, blah. You can solve the problem a lot of ways. Or you can copy, let me cancel this. You can always copy the assignment. So what I've done before is if I have 5 students that have taken it and the rest haven't, I'll copy the assignment. I'll call it something else. I'll call it, the good one. I'll shut down access to the old one. So I'll say good and bad or something like that, or copy is fine, whatever. And then I'll say, okay, that's the new one. And then I'll get rid of the thing that I don't want, leave in the thing that I do want, and then every other student will take the new one. I'll just give the old students that did it credit for it, things like that. So there's some ways to do that. But if you're going to do that, make sure that you shut down the assignment that doesn't exist. And when you do that, by the way, it'll show up at the bottom of the list. Let me actually just show you what it looks like. So I'm going to copy. I'm just going to call it copy, but you can name it whatever. And then I'll say, yep, that's fine. I'll get rid of the problem I don't want, which is, let's see here, not that one. I'm going to maximize this so you guys can see. So not that one, not this one, not this one. Oh, this one, number 4, that involves Chebyshev, which I have cut, so we are not going to do that. So I want to remove it, so I'm going to click remove. All right, and let's close this. So that leaves me 5 questions in that. Now, if I want to put in another question, let's say, I don't like that that's only 5 questions. So I can go to 3.2 and I can look up things about range and so on. Why number 4 was in range standard deviation when it should have been in Chebyshev, who knows? But I can add in another question, say like number 3. And if you want, you can click on these and actually look them over before you add it. And this is true anyway. You can always modify what I've put in there. I just get you started with a sample assignment, but you can kind of look over everything and go, yeah, that seems like a pretty good one. So I'm going to add that question. So I'm going to click down here and click add. And if you want, you could click next and kind of go through and pick any problem you so desire to add in. Now, if you want this to be sorted in order, you just click sort all and then they're sorted. All right, so we need to remove number 4. You can add in number 3. That'll be what I recommend. You can also add in other questions if you want. And then you click next. Actually, this is all set, so we can just click save and assign. So when we save and assign the assignment, as I did at the very end there, it comes at the bottom of the list. So what you can do is you can look up here and say, okay, I'm going to want this to come at number 7 right here. So I'm going to go down here, click on the 55, scroll it up to 7, click on the 7, and then there it is. And then what I'll do is I'll unassign the old one, and then I'll leave in the new one. And I'll sometimes change the names on these. Like I'll call this one bad for myself and then leave this one blank for students because they don't need to see that it's a copy or whatever. So you can adjust the names as you see fit. That's the only thing you can adjust pretty much after a student's taken anything. All right, so there's how to do it if it's mid-semester. Now, if you catch it, or if I send it out in an email form before your students have even started it, or like I said, if one student's done it, whatever, then what you can do is you can just edit right in there. So let me edit, click go. And I'm sorry you guys have to do this for this section. I'd love to tell you this is the last time this is going to happen this semester, but that's probably not the case. So I already know it's number 4, so I'm going to click on this little box right here. 3.2.4 needs to go. Notice that they don't even mention Chebyshev in there, but it's a totally Chebyshev problem. So I will remove that. And then I'm going to go click on the section. I know I want 3. I know I want 3.2. And then I know I want question number 3 added in, for example. And I can sort them like that. There we have it. And of course, you're welcome, like I said earlier, to remove these ones, put in different ones you like. I mean, that's all up to you. I just set you up with a basic structure. So let's say, you look at number 15 and say, oh, that's a really good question. We should have had that one. Here's 14. So 15, that is a good one. So maybe I should add that one. That would be a good one to add, actually. I might tell you guys to add that one. And then you look at that one and go, no, I don't like that, and click next, and so on. And you can add in whatever you like. And then close the window, resort them. There you have it. So now I'm going to click Save and Assign, and it'll live with the same instructions that I have for the whole homework set. Right? And then I can delete this one now because I don't really need this. But that's how you would fix homework problems. And I'm sorry to say this will probably happen again because I had to redo this entire course from ground up this time. I wasn't able to use an old course where I'd already gotten rid of problems that were difficult or tricky like that, problematic. So this will probably happen to us again in the semester. So watch for those emails when I tell you, hey, get rid of question number 4, add in question 3 and 9. This video basically is showing you how to do it. And again, you might just have to shut down student access. So by unassigning one and then making a copy of the same one and getting rid of the problems that were difficult, adding in the new problems you desire, and then reassigning that to the students. If only a couple students have taken it, then you can edit their grades. In the gradebook, you click on gradebook, and you can edit student grades. You can click on their name and go edit it and give them credit. So if you had a student that got 100%, you can go give them the 100% back for the new assignment and not make them redo the whole thing. You'd have to click on their name and then click on that assignment for them. Real quick while I have you here. So I hope that helps with figuring out how to adjust questions, shut down access to a homework, copy it, make a new question, and fix any ones that were accidentally left in there. Of course, if you don't want to be bothered with all of this, you can always just tell your students you'll give them credit for that question. You can go in and give credit to each individual student. You can drop that score for everybody. There are other options available to you. But if you want to fix it ahead of time, for example, if I email it to you before anybody's done it, or if you want to fix it even if some students have done it, this is how you do it. All right, I hope that helps. I'll see you back here for more videos, and I'm sorry about the mistakes.